Hello YouTube, welcome to Bulletproof Men. So through this channel I try to help people to grow in their lives, and I try to spread knowledge and things which can help you become a better individual, both spiritually, materialistically, and health wise. So as you know, reading and working out and contemplating, introspecting, these three, four things are a big part of my life, and I try to spread the same to others. So today I have come up with a book review, and this book is called Kim. So this book has been written by Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Kipling is the same personality who has written The Jungle Book, which many of you might already know. The Jungle Book has also been adapted into movie and I think cartoons, and the same goes with this book. This book Kim has also been adapted into some TV series in the US. So why did I pick this book? So this is a fictional book. So I just picked it because I wanted to improve my communication skills. I wanted to add some new words to my vocabulary. So let's move to the book review. So this book is a fiction book which revolves around the time of British India when the Anglo-Russian conflict was going on, and the main character you can say of this book is Kim. So Kim is a young child around 11 or 12 years old who is an Irish guy, and he is an orphan. His father served in the British military, and but he doesn't know much about his father or mother except that he has a locket, a necklace which he wears, and that necklace has a little paper inside it which tells about his father and his ancestry, I would say. So the stories of India of that time around 1890s, around the 1800s. So how the India was of that time, and what was the culture then. And at that time, just as now, India was a mix of cultures, and how Kim, who doesn't have any family, as to say, is surviving in the streets of India, and how he, using his wits, he has adopted the Indian culture. And Kim is, by the way, a very witty child. Some or the other way he gets the things done, and Kim works for a guy known as Mahmood, about whom Kim in the beginning doesn't know that Mahmood is a spy, and Kim works for the spy unknowingly, and Mahmood gives him a coin or two to do his work. And just as all of these things are going on, Kim meets a monk who has come from somewhere from Tibet, and that monk is searching for a river, and the monk thinks that once he finds the river he will attain moksha, nirvana, or enlightenment. So the Buddhist monk, he keeps moving around India, and one day he meets Kim and kind of adopts him as his chela. Kim begs for the monk. The monk is very old, so Kim begs for him, helps him, and mutually they help each other in some or the other way. And as the time passes by, they both become very good friends. I would say the relationship between the monk and the Kim grows, and later in the book they become like father son. And Kim, since he is an Irish child, and he's not a native Indian, so somehow he gets trapped with the British soldiers. They catch hold of him, and they realize that he is not an Indian, and they try to again fit him into the army just like his father was. and they try to send him to the Christian school in Lucknow, and the story revolves how the relationship changes. And while all of this is happening, Kim helps the monk finding his river. They are traveling across India, going to different villages, and different events, different things are happening when they are moving in the train villages, and how Kim is also being trained to be a spy between all of this. A little fight action sequence which happens in this book, along with the monk in between. And so this is kind of a journey which happens from Delhi to Ambala, then Banaras, and finally even to Badrinath, Kedarnath, and how the terrain is throughout their journey. Everything is explained very beautifully. I mean, if you read and you imagine while you are reading this book, you will you can very easily imagine, and you will feel that you are in that place. It has been explained to that extent, to that detail, and it's a nice book, and it has a lot of spiritual wisdom, because since a monk is involved in it, so a lot of things happen. I don't want to ruin what else is there in this book, but it is a beautiful journey, and a beautiful relationship which develops between a kid who is 11-12 years old and an old monk, and how they share each other's views about the life, about the world, and the wheel of things, karma. A lot of things are there. So I would suggest, if you want to have a nice easy read for for your bedtime, or just telling stories to kids and all, I think this is a nice book. And yeah, that's all to say. I would just say, like, keep reading and keep learning. Reading is a very important thing that many of us have stopped doing, but we should be reading. Reading, it opens up your mind. Books are entry to a new world for me. So yeah, that's what. So I got it from Flipkart, and this is a nice fiction book. I would recommend this book. And yeah, give it a try. You would not only learn about the India of that time, you would also get to learn about what people thought from different geographies within India, what people thought about Britishers, how was a little bit about the caste system, and what people actually thought about the Brahmins of that time, because it's been told a lot of times in the history that the Brahmins were kind of greedy, and they are kind of sucking blood of the people of other castes, in the name of religion and God. So a lot of those debatable kind of topics have also been touched in this book. So it's an overall nice package. I would recommend. And just one last thing, the English of this book is, you might find it a little different from what we read or hear nowadays, because since this has been written by a Britisher of that time, so the way of conveying things or the sentences is a little different, but you will find it a easy read still. So I would recommend. It is good if you want to gift this book to a younger, a relatively younger audience. So this is a nice book, Kim by Rudyard Kipling. That is it for this video. I'll be coming up with some more few books. Keep reading, keep growing, and subscribe to Bulletproof Men if you have watched the video till now. I try to bring content of self growth, and yeah, as I am growing in my life, I want other people to grow. Whatever I am learning through my experiences, I keep sharing through these videos. So that is it. If someone has already read this book, please comment down if you have a different view about this book. That's it. Bye bye.